you doing? Welcome to this week's vlog. It's Wednesday. I forgot to do an intro. My bad. I had every intention of filming a lot earlier in the week and then I just didn't. No, yeah, so I've been like a reading machine this week and I've been too focused on reading all the books to do much of really anything else aside from that and working. So, which is great. But yeah, it's Wednesday and since Monday I've read 3 books and I'm already a good chunk of the way through 2 other ones. So, doing a lot of reading in the last few days. But yeah, so the first thing that I finished, I think it was on Monday. Yeah, on Monday I read This Is How You Lose the Time War by... don't know. I usually don't know the authors, if you haven't noticed by now. But yeah, that one I read on Monday and it was fucking excellent. Oh my god. This one is a little sci-fi novella about 2 people who are on opposite sides of a time war, where like they're both trying to change the strands of time, and they both work for like organizations who are trying to like bend time to their own will. And the one will go and change time to suit their needs, and then the other one will come in later on and like fuck everything up, and then they end up leaving letters for each other, just like talking about how petty they're being, and they gradually fall in love through these letters. It was beautiful, like just completely breathtakingly stunning. It was very small and very confusing and just so like wow. It was amazing. It was definitely like a new favorite book of mine. Definitely one that I'll read again as well. I would love to reread that one and like get more out of it the more that I read it. The way that the time travel was done was super interesting. Like they talk about like strands where they can just like jump across and land in a different plane of existence, basically. Like I don't know, it was so weird and just it was so good. I loved that book, and it was sapphic as well, so even better. Yeah, just like phenomenal book, and I really see what everyone raves about with that book now. It was an experience that I definitely won't forget. It was just so good. Full 5 stars for that one. Obviously, I would give it nothing less. I don't even have words for it really, aside from just amazing and incredible and beautiful, and that's all that I could say about it. So I read that one on Monday, and then yesterday I read The Pairing by Casey McQuiston. Also phenomenal. It was so good. This one is a contemporary romance about 2 people. They were best friends for like 16 years, and then they dated for 2 years, and they broke up when they were just about to start a food and wine tour across Europe, but they both still had their tickets for it, and now it's been 4 years and their tickets are about to expire. So the main character decides to go on the tour and finds their ex on the tour as well too, and it's really awkward at first, but they decide to be adults and that it's okay and that they'll be fine on this trip. They can behave and they can be friends, and what better way to be friends and be cool and chill about everything than to challenge each other to find out who can be the biggest slut on this European tour. So like they literally just start counting of like who can sleep with the most people, and what could possibly go wrong with that, right? Yeah, this was adorable and hilarious. It was chaotic, messy, buy for buy. I loved it so much. It was so good. I love this author, so I figured that I would love this book, and I was not wrong. This was excellent. I just so thoroughly enjoyed that one. I gave it 4.5 stars. It was gonna be a 5. It was super close to a 5, but like a bit more than halfway through the book, it randomly switches POVs to the other main character, the ex. I liked that character a lot. I didn't really see why we had to switch POVs, but like I didn't mind that we did. It was just that at least over audio, the narrator made that character like super dramatic and very like overly romantic, to the point where it was kind of cringy and just like awkward to read about, and it was just a little bit too over the top. I don't know if it was the actual writing or if it was just the way that the narrator was reading it, like the tone of their voice. I think it may have just been that, because like they were like reading out all of their internal monologue like super breathy and so like oh, and like, you know, and I'm just like, calm down, like relax, it's okay. So I don't know, I'm not really sure if it was the narrator or the actual writing. It was one of those two things, but it just took me out of that story a little bit, because every time that he would talk, I'm just like, stop. Like, so yeah, that was a bit much, but other than that, this was fantastic. So thoroughly enjoyed that one. 4.5 stars. Love Casey McQuiston. And then today I read Girls Weekend by, who is it? CM something that starts with an N. No idea what it is. I got close though. I got at least the initials right. No idea the actual name. Anyways, I read that one. It was super fun. This one is a monster romance novella about these 3 coworkers who take a girls' weekend. 2 of them take this girls' weekend all the time, and they just invited this one along for the first time and didn't actually tell her what it was. But they get there, and it's discovered to be a orc nudist colony and a weekend full of nothing but depraved debauchery, basically. So this was basically just pure smut. There's very little plot to it. There was a little bit of plot thrown in towards the end, just in terms of like relationships building and that kind of thing, but it was mostly just monster smut, and it was very fun. I liked it. It was well written. I gave it a 3.5 stars just because like I did really enjoy it, but there wasn't that much substance to it, so I couldn't really justify giving it over a 3.5. But I still really enjoyed it, and I'll definitely be reading the next books in the series as well. I think it's a trilogy right now. I'm not sure if there's gonna be more to it than that, but at least for the time being, it is a trilogy. So loved that. It was great. And then for the things that I'm currently reading, so I'm reading a book of poetry called Poukahangatus by Tayi Tibbls. First of all, look at that cover. Oh, it's so pretty. This one is a book of feminist poetry by a Maori poet, and so far they're beautiful. It's very short, so I definitely could have gotten through it much faster, but I've been taking my time with it and just like really enjoying it and savoring it. So I'm just reading it over the course of a few days. So far, so good. And then the last thing that I'm reading Sunbringer by Hannah Kaner, the sequel to Godkiller. I can't say much about what's happening in this book because it is a sequel, but Godkiller at least was about this woman who, as a child, her family was favored by the god of the sea, but her townspeople decided to worship the god of fire instead, so they murdered her whole family. But she survived after her father like threw her into the sea and asked the sea god to save her, and because of that she grew up really bitter towards gods because the god chose to save her and not her family, and she grew up to be a god killer. God killers are hired by the kingdom to go around and destroy shrines and kill gods because it's now illegal to worship gods after the war. So that's her whole job, is to just go and murder the gods that saved her, basically. It's a little dramatic. It's very queer and very fun. I loved the first book. It was really, really good. A very solid fantasy. And so far, I'm also enjoying book 2. Not very far in. I'm on page 47 right now, so just getting started, but so far things are going very well and I am enjoying it. So that'll be the plan for the next couple of days. And then I am going to be picking up another audiobook soon. I'm not sure what yet, but I'll figure that out. But yeah, that's the update for now. In terms of cat stuff, I have to wait for the SPCA to give me the okay before I can bring home my Tony. It'll hopefully be this week where I'll be able to bring him home and have my little kitty hanging around. So I can't wait to like introduce him to my home and to all of you. I think you're all going to love him as well. But yeah, just wanted to update there. That's why I don't have him yet. I'm just waiting for the shelter to give me the okay to come and pick him up. So hoping it'll be this week. I'm thinking it'll be either Friday or Saturday, but we'll see. We will find out. But anyways, I am gonna go and do I want to read right now? I kind of want to play Zelda. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, I have a plan for the night. I'm gonna smoke a joint and play Zelda for way too long. And then maybe I'll read some more of my poetry book afterwards. But I think I need to take a little chill with the reading for at least for the night and just do something else aside from read. So yeah, so Zelda it is. This is so morbid, but I have to share. Oh my god. So I'm getting everything ready to bring Tony home, and I just grabbed my cat carrier from under the bed. The blanket that the cat shelter put in the cat carrier when I got Bella like 2.5 years ago. I never actually looked at it, but like that blanket stayed in her carrier for the entire time that I had her, and it's what she was wrapped in when she was being put to sleep. I never actually looked at it before, but I like put it back in the carrier after she died, and I was just taking it out to get ready for Tony. And I actually like looked at it for the first time. It was a fucking My Chemical Romance blanket. And I can't stop laughing over the fact that Bella died wrapped in a My Chemical Romance blanket, and now I'm just picturing her like walking up to the pearly gates of the afterlife with the fucking Welcome to the Black Parade playing in the background. It's so morbid, but I can't stop laughing about it. It's like a weird combination of like laughing but also kind of crying too. It's I'm in a weird headspace right now. Oh man, yeah, I just had to share that because it was weird and kind of funny, so anyways, yeah, so I'm going to get Tony today, so I'm just getting everything put together. I got a little cat tree for him. I moved all of my stuff to make room for his litter box over there, and I got his toys out and some cat carrier stuff. I hope you can see any of that. I didn't like flip the camera. I just like held it in front of me. It's like I couldn't actually see what it was pointing at, but hopefully you could see that. But yeah, I'm going to get Tony, and I'm definitely in like a very weird headspace. I like dusted off Bella's urn there, and like kind of had a little like ritual basically to kind of just like welcome in the new love in the house. So, but I still wanted Bella to be part of that. So yeah, just gave her a little dusting, you know. But anyways, I just wanted to share that because it was really funny. And yeah, it's fucking Welcome to the Black Parade being played as Bella descends into the afterlife, which is the best image that I'll ever have. Anyways, I do have reading updates, but I will have to do that later on, as I do have to go to the shelter to pick up Tony very shortly. So I'll talk to you guys later. Okay, hi. Hi, buddy. I have acquired the boy. This is Tony. Yeah, I got him. He's all mine, and he's already like, he's so cuddly and affectionate and just like constantly wants pets basically, and his meow is just incredible. Yeah, he's like already up to like all sorts of trouble. Hey, buddy. He keeps trying to jump onto the windowsill, but like he's too big for it, so he just is falling, and it's really funny. Yeah, this is my boy. This is my big boy. He's so sweet. I'll try and get a video of him meowing, but he has like the crinkliest meow. It's so cute. But yeah, so he's settling in very nicely. Getting all cozy on my bed. So anyways, so some reading updates. I think the last time I updated, I was in the middle of reading Sunbringer by Hannah Kaner and Poukahangatus by Tayi Tibbls. I did finish Poukahangatus. I gave it about a 3-star. It was good. There were a handful of poems that I wasn't like overly fond of, but like for the most part, it was pretty good. So I did enjoy that one. Yeah. Yeah, buddy. And then I've also read 1,000 Steps into Night by Traci Chee. I finished that one last night, and it was okay. That one, it's like a very low 3. What is he doing back there? Hey. Yeah. What's up? Yeah, I gave it like a very low 3. It was okay, but I did find myself like not really caring about it that much. This one is a Japanese inspired fantasy about a teenage girl who is like kissed by a demon, and she's like gradually turning into a demon, so she has to go and figure out how to save herself before she like fully turns into a demon, and she's being helped by a magpie spirit. Yeah, like, I don't really have much to say about it. It was very like middle of the road for me. I was pretty much zoned out for the last like hour of the audiobook, and I don't really remember how it ends aside from like the bare basics. It was just like an okay read for me. So yeah, I don't have much to say about it, but I am also still reading yeah, you want a book? I'm still reading Sunbringer as well. I'm currently on page 110. This one's a pretty slow read, I'm finding. Not in a bad way, just that I'm like, I just like can't read too much of it at one time. Hey, buddy. Where are you going? So yeah, I'm taking my time with this one. Having a good time so far. It's getting really, really good. So I'm gonna tuck into this some more tonight once once Tony settles down. He and I are just gonna get comfy together, and I'm gonna read for a little while. I'm very sidetracked right now. I'm having a hard time focusing on talking about books when I've got this little guy trying to get up on the windowsill. So anyways, I'm gonna go read now, and I'll try and talk about Sunbringer later on when I'm less distracted. Happy Monday. Just popping in to close out the vlog. I did mean to pop in to get like a bit more in detail about how I was feeling about Sunbringer, but I didn't do that. So that'll be a next week vlog. But yeah, I'm just about to finish Sunbringer. I have about 100 pages left, so I'm gonna finish that up right now, and you'll just have to hear my thoughts next week. So, oh, Tony says hi. Hey, buddy. Yeah, hi. How you doing? Anyways, yeah, that'll do it for this week's vlog. So thanks for watching, and I will catch you guys next week. Bye.